gonna try a different type of video this week. I know you can see the legs of my tripod, but this is the only way I could get my whole journal in frame. This is my reading journal. Here's my title page. A friend gave me this stamp, and the sticker says, "I've lived 1,000 lives." I started this last year. This is my title page for 2023. I didn't get the idea until the end of the year to put the stickers that my pen pal sent me in around the year until the end of the year. I have my Read Your Bookshelf Challenge books that I read last year. Over here, I read 2 for each month. And then I tried to do the A to Z challenge. I didn't do it correctly, I don't think, because I did it with it starting with each letter of the alphabet. And as you can see, I missed Q, V, X, and Z. That's okay. And then these are all of the series that I was reading from last year. So you can see I finished Skyward. Anything that's this turquoisey color is anything I read pre-2023. Purple is 2023, and then blue is 2024. I read the Parnassus series by Charles Morley, the Life of a Cactus series, the Children of the Consortium was Recorder, Aberration, and Guardian. I started the Wimbrel House series by Charlie N. Holmberg. I read the first 2 books, and then I decided it's just not a series for me, so I won't be continuing it. And then I found out there was a new Wild Robot book. Bookstrings is going to have more books in the series, so I might keep up here, or I may eventually move it into future years. Keeper of the Lost Cities is not finished, and it's been taking forever, so I quit with book 8.5, and I'm not going to continue the series until it is finished, at which point I'll reread 8.5 and all of the character stuff that's included in it, and then pick up the series again. And then I have finished the Wax and Wayne series by Brandon Sanderson. Nevermore is another one. I really enjoyed the first 2 books, and then it's just taken so long for the rest of the series to get written that I just don't care to finish it. I read the Edge of Extinction books with my kids. The Heartfield Mysteries by Shatona Havig. I read all of those last year. I really enjoyed those. I might give those a reread. And The Gateway is a middle grade series. I might continue it. I'm not sure. Skymar, the 3rd book, is actually in line to be my next ebook that I read. And New Cheltenham is it's a Christmas series by Shatona Havig, and there are going to be more books in that. The next one I think comes out in October. And the Wilchester Mysteries I read last year. Again, I really enjoyed them. And then here are all the books I read in 2023. I had to add a couple on this one. I have them color-coded by genre: fantasy, nonfiction, mystery and suspense, historical fiction, contemporary, classics, science fiction. The ones with the blue lines, like the sharks and Can You Save an Endangered Species? Those are all read-alouds I did with my kids. Purple ones were graphic novel. I didn't actually do that many last year. And then I did a book bracket to try to help me pick my favorite book of the year last year. So January, my favorite was A Rover's Story. That is a book told from the perspective of a rover getting ready to go to Mars. Extraordinary Deaths of Mrs. Kipp was my favorite book of the year last year. It is about a woman in hospice care, and a junior reporter is sent to write an obituary about her. Otter was, I think, a free verse novel about some otters who were rescued. I had to include this sticker. Operation Lionhearted is a science fiction indie. The Ark Plan was one of the Edge of Extinction books. Front Window is one of the Heartfield mysteries. And then July, my favorite book was Little Men. August, Jane by the Book. I think that's by Pepper Basham. All the Lost Places by Amanda Dykes. LMNOP is epistolary about this island that's very literary, and they have a sign dedicated to the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. It includes all the letters of the alphabet. And one day Z falls off. And as letters fall off the sign, the island quits using those letters in speech and letters. The Amazing Mrs. Pelefax is one of the Pelefax books, and Defiant was the last of the Skyward series. And in December of 2022, I picked 23 books I wanted to read in 2023. They were either a book at the beginning or end of a series, but not in the middle. Books I'd had on my shelf for a while, and then I had chosen some nonfiction. And here is this year's title page. Yeah, I decided to put stickers from my pen pals and other things in here. T-Rex, he's so cute. This was my sticker for my pre-order of Winter's Maiden. So the brown paper is because I accidentally put the wrong year. The first time I did this, I did 2025 instead of 2024. Whoops. But I just covered it with brown paper, which is trendy right now. And yeah, I've slowly put stickers in as I've gotten them. I might run out of room. We'll see. And then, because I am an overachiever, I decided to do both sides of the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge this year. And I've managed to do it so far. I did count Hercule Poirot's casebook for both sides because there is more than one complete short story collection in that book. And I still have to decide if I want to do another book for September, because the Berlin letters would count for either side. And then this side is my Year of Christie books. There's only one I've already read, so I chose to read a different book this year. And then I've been putting my star ratings by them as I finish them. And I've been doing the Buzzwordathon, and I am all caught up on that one too. Oh, also with Read Your Bookshelf Challenge, I decided to include what the prompts were. I'm not sure I did that last year. Yeah, I didn't include the prompts last year, but I did this year, so I would know what I actually read them for. And then, same with the Buzzword, I have the prompts with the books. And then, these are all of the series that I have either started this year or started at the end of last year and decided to continue. I also decided I would only include series that had at least 3 books, not to include duologies, because I did fill up my book last year, and I figured with 2 books it's not worth doing. The Scottish Bakehouse Mysteries, I am not sure I'm going to read all 22 or 24 of them. I'm definitely going to read the first 9, and then I'll see. I haven't read any Jeeves this year. I really should do that. And I will probably finish Mrs. Pelefax either this year or at the end of next year. And I've got room for more series. I might start some more, especially with series September. And here is everything I've read in 2024 so far. I probably should put some sort of divider between the two sets of months, and I decided to write my genres at the bottom this time. It was just easier to see them that way. This was another fixed and oopsie. I accidentally put an extra spread in between my bookshelf and my book bracket. So I decided I would write out all my 5-star reads this year, because some months I don't have any, and it's a struggle to pick a favorite book. And other months I have multiple 5-star books, and they deserve to be written out. And I've actually had more 5-star reads than I expected, and then this might leave room over here to put more stickers, or I might put some stickers here and continue on the next page. Again, my book bracket for the year. January was Volition by Shatona Havig. It's a futuristic sort of sci-fi one. I didn't think it was 5 stars at first, but then the book was like haunting me for months. And so I'm like, yeah, that is 5 stars. Even still, I occasionally think about that book. Clock Tower Bound was my favorite book of February, so much so that I reread it in September. The Clouds Ease So Much Dread is a nonfiction book. Kingdom of Ruins is an independently published portal fantasy. Rosemary from Remembrance is the first book in the Time Will Tell mysteries. Guardian was the last book in the Children of the Consortium series. I think I've actually talked about all of these in various videos. And so far, The Clouds Ease So Much Dread, a non-fiction, which is only about 10% of my reading, is winning. And then July was Love, Mary Elizabeth. August was Greetings from Next Door, also by Shatona Havig. You may sense a theme in who one of my favorite authors is. And it's too soon to tell in September. And here are my 24 books to read in 2024. And this time, I actually put all my nonfiction together. And I have completed my nonfiction already. And I only have The Dark Lord's Daughter, which I plan on reading for Buzzword for October, and The Enchanted Castle by E. Nesbit. And I wanted to try P.D. James and Georgette Hare. I did try to read a P.D. James book and didn't like it. And I'm not sure if I want to push myself to try another one. And Georgette Hare, I do have Charity Girl, but I know it's not one of her best. So I don't know if I want to try that one or if I want to try one of her better books. So there's no reason why I shouldn't finish this by the end of the year. And last week, I had the epiphany that I could put all of my reading challenges that I participate in my reading journal. I have plenty of space. There's no reason why I shouldn't. So here's my book bingo card from the summer. I did end up blacking it out. Yay! And my Camp Read More for August. For Shatona, I did go over those in my wrap-up. And I'm so excited I finished my camping trip. And here's a sneak peek at my fall spreads. I'm doing the Fall Scavenger Hunt by Charlene at Coffee and a Book. And Chantel's Cozy Cottage Readathon I'm going to do next month. And I decorated it with my cute new fall washi tape. And this is a bit out of order because I already glued these down. October is going to be before series September. And I actually made it so I can flip it up and see what books I read. Right now they're in pencil because I'm not sure if that's officially what categories I'm going to count for. So here is almost 2 full years of my reading journal. Let me know what you think. I purposely keep it to almost year-long spreads so that way I will actually keep up with it. And it's been working for me. I don't think I have the creativity and time to do monthly spreads every month on top of YouTube videos and homeschooling and everything else I want to do. But yeah, let me know. Do you keep a reading journal? Do you Goodreads? Do you not keep track at all? I don't know if I'll end the video here or if I will include a bit of a book haul because I have some books coming in the mail. So if not, happy reading. If I put more, there'll be more.